Alrighty, Hunter x Hunter episodes 128 and 129. We're in a really interesting spot. Pito and Gon have gone off to see Kite. This is probably the thing I'm the most interested in. There's been such a build up around this. I have a pretty good idea of how it's going to go down. It's just about seeing actually what happens at this point. Yuppie and Puff have found the king's body. Now, I went through all sorts of these theories and mindsets in my discussion last video, but I can't see a world where the king is actually dead. I just have no idea how he's still going to be alive or how they bring him back if he is dead. I'm pretty sure Netero's dead, which is crazy, and I'm still processing that. I think it just took me so off guard that it happened when it did. One of the greatest episodes of the show, don't get me wrong. And everyone else that's still around is holding Komugi hostage for Gon. So this whole situation is just crazy. I'm really keen to see how and what happens in the rest of this arc. Like and subscribe, check out the Patreon for early access if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. With the king. No, there's no way. I don't know, man. I don't see it ending this quickly. Unparalleled joy and unconditional love. Okay, talk to me. Those are some big words. That's some sick imagery, though. I mean... they gotta get him to Pito. Can Puff like sacrifice himself somehow? I mean, look at him, man. Oh shit, that's wild. How much of him? All of him? If this is all of Puff gone, that's one way of dealing with an ant. Is this a classic he's gonna come back stronger kind of situation? I appreciate them showing just how much Yuppie and Puff care, though. Wow, look at that. Can he, like, grow his limbs back this way? I don't know. He needed Pito to reattach his arm last time. Oh no. And this is a royal guards Nen. Bro saw the fairies. Don't say it. Thought he was gonna say like delicious or something. Oh god, it's too much for Puff. Yeah, it's on character. I mean, this is the Puff we all know. He's been going a bit rogue lately, but look at him now. Oh no. I mean, there's no way. Stop it, mate. There's a bit of Hisoka going on right here. There's a lot of Hisoka going on. Oh! Yuppie wants to get in on it as well. Oh damn. This shit is so weird, man. I'm just stun locked at this point. For Yuppie to have the same reaction as Puff is crazy. Oh my god, but it makes sense though. Ants are weird, bro. Bro, you've only been alive for what, a couple months? I mean, I don't think they care if this kills them. They'll give him everything. And there it is. Bro, this shit has caught me so off guard. Ah, I see. Yeah, unparalleled joy, unconditional love. They will do anything for the king. Is that meant to be the queen? Are they dying? MERUEM. That's his name. I like that. Yeah, that's got to be the queen's hand. It's symbolic. So Netero gave him his name and all those thought processes around keeping some people alive, fight of his life. They're gonna say unconditional love. A mother and their child, you know, type shit. It's kind of crazy that the king gets unbelievably more depth than Netero did, you know? Oh, it's like that. Interesting. What a ride, bro. Talk to me, what else? Oh, he's back. Oh, he is all the way back. Limbs and everything. Okay, so like, what's the plan? If he's stronger now, and Netero couldn't even barely scratch him, who? Is it possible? Dude, look at little Pulf as well. And Yuppie. Have they given so much of themselves to him that this is all that's left? What are you thinking? This could be really good. Bro didn't even know if he was experiencing reality. It was that good. The queen? What if it's Komugi? Komugi doesn't know his name. Still the big questions. He doesn't even know. Ooh. Does he know he's lying? Yeah, but don't lie. Crazy that that's what Poof went to. Yeah. Does he remember Komugi? Like, oh, this could be interesting. Temporary. Does he even remember his fight? Here we go. Cowardly. Okay, slowly coming back. Yeah, Gungi. While he doesn't remember her. Oh my god. Hey, you're gonna have to go through the homies though. Dude, if he does this and then he remembers later, he's gone. He's even faster now though. Now, is that because he took in some of Yuppie, or is it just because he's stronger? I mean, Poof has wings as well. I think it's Komugi, no? I'm having a lot of thoughts. So I've just been thinking, if we can't physically beat the king, it's gonna have to be something like this, no? Does he change? There's no way.
生物統一こそ唯一無二の目的だと。
This could... Oh god. Well, okay, Puff wants him to remember that, but not everything to do with Komugi, because that's what was changing the king. Okay. And Pito was saying stuff about this is why Komugi is why the king is the way he is. So they're on the completely different sides. It's like Yuppie's the neutral one. I love that we came back with this exact plan. Yuppie's the neutral one, and Puff's going crazy with it, and it's Palm. And Pito's like with the king, the way he's changing. Oh, true. So she knew he was about to be here. Oh, that's perfect. Wink blue, lonesome deep sea fish. Oh, I like it. Flavorful. Oh shit, it's there.
Puff, なんだそれは。
Kitain desu. Oh shit. She can see. Oh, this is gonna be wild. Straight to the next one. Look, if we're getting the king pulling up, obviously it doesn't look like Puff's gonna be able to kill Komugi. It's not gonna go the way he wants. If the homies still have Komugi, no, we want the king to see Komugi. Oh, dude, this is... Oh. Just talk to me. I need to know. I need to see. Gone. Well, that's the question, man. Oh, dude. It's getting real good. It's getting real good. Formidable enemy and clear objective. Oh, this is an image. Killua and Komugi. This poor girl, man. She has no idea. These two should talk. I would love them to have a conversation. I'm really curious about this. Yep, because he's got part of Yuppie in him. That's insane though. If it's fine, that's crazy. This thing, man. I actually really like that.
Yuppie. 理屈に合わぬな。攻撃した相手につく能力を知っていたということは、
It means he didn't kill him.
間近でそれを実際に見たか、お主自身がその能力を受けたかのいずれか、どちらだ。
And he'll know if you're lying.
あの能力を解除すれば仲間を助けると。
Uh-oh.
ならば解除の後に仲間もろとも始末することはできたはず。なぜしなかった？
Now Puff already knows this, right?
自分でもわかりませぬ。おそらく敵の何かに負けたくなかったのだと。たとえ敵とはいえ、その場で約束を破棄にすることは敗北に感じたのです。
Bro, the king might like this.
どんな処罰でも甘んじて。
世は偽るなと命じただけ。それに対し真実で答えた者に咎のあろうはずもない。3名の間でもはや隠し事は叶わぬぞ。
This shit is so interesting to me, man.
行くぞ。
Dude, the king is gotta be one of my favorite characters in this show, man. It's more the way he's written, right? It's I really enjoy it.
たとえ死罪になろうとも。
He's still gonna do it?
王のため。
I mean, I understand where he's coming from, though. From his point of view, oh, Puff is really interesting, man.
Hey! ユピ、突然敵が目の前に現れました。あれをつけたやつは瞬間移動もできるんですか？
Ah.
別のやつだ。
Yeah, he knows about Meleron.
人間は愚か、裏切り者まで見逃したということですか？あなたは。
不問だ。これはむしろ我々キメラが進化する過程において乗り越えねばならぬ試練と見た。
Interesting.
ユピ、お主の精神的揺らぎも裏切り者の
Oh,
心
this is
変わ
the
り
human and the ant thing, right? Bro, what the king is going through
人は
right
我
now?
々がさらなる次元へ登るための
Oh,
生贄
there's this as well.
究極進化の肩と心得れば我らに残る人の我の残滓などさまつな不確定要素に過ぎぬ。
Oh boy.
王の意見が爆発の前後で180度違うのも
Yeah.
衝撃によるものか否、どちらも王。
Interesting.
メレオロンの能力なしに王を倒す方法が思いつかねえ。
I don't even think that matters, man. I mean APR, but
あちらから条件付きで娘を私に差し出すことすら期待できます。
right. But what Puff doesn't know is why they need Kamugi. The Gon and Pito situation.
地下倉庫への扉。なるほど。私に透明能力がバレていることも承知の。
So Palm's tricking him, right?
カメレオンが中に入ったか別の場所へ逃げたかの選択。
いや、あっちあっちあっちあっちあっちあっちあっちあっちあっちあっち。
Oh shit. We out in the open with it.
何？二択は二択。だが裏切り者か娘かの二択。狙うは娘。
This is what I expected.
目的はこっちか。
They wanted to know.
娘を殺ししばらく王の目に触れるところに隠すだけなら12分で。
Yes, sir.
とんでもなく
He's the goat.
早い。
一晩中でも
My boy.
全力を渡しても捉えることは困難。
Yeah, respect.
窮地の中思い立つ悪魔
Diabolical.
の策。
あった。最高の魔法。無駄な悪あがきはおよしなさい。あなたたちの企みはすでに瓦解したのです。王はあなたを許します。寛大な御心によって。
He's not trying to talk no jutsu his way out of this, is he?
木にくくられて兵隊にされるのがオチだろうが。確定的だ。理由は不明だが、この子は王にとって重要な人物。
I love how much they're playing around the information that the characters know and what they don't know. Yeah.
そうだわ。追ってる人の声は総帥様のおそばにいた人のもの。ならば王とは総帥様のことを。
Well, Kamugi's learning things here too.
まずは娘に魔法をかける。猜疑心を呼び起こす魔法の心。
Ah, okay. This is yeah. He is trying to talk his way out of it.
離して。私を下ろしてください。
Oh, here we go.
何言ってんだバカ。俺はあんたを助けに来たんだぞ。
嘘です。
嘘って。
Oh, he's back.
惜しい。
He's a demon.
どういうことだ。今確かに俺じゃなく。
He's trying to kill Kamugi.
小麦さん。族にとってあなたは大事な人質。決して殺されることはありません。
He's right though.
もっと動いて。
But it's such an interesting situation. Just oh, come on, kill him. Just kill him. I know it's his clone, but please kill him.
ま、そっちの事情は知んねえけど、てめえがムカつくってことは十分分かった。この円の中に入ったら殺す。焼け焦げればそこは死ぬ。
Why are you fucking around then, Killua? Does he want information?
苦戦しているのか。手を貸すぞ。
ご心配には及びません。メルエム様は 何よりもご記憶の回復が最優先。
Puff is gonna die for this for sure. It's just like how, like what he goes through.
それよりもご覧ください、メルエム様。見渡す限りの人すべてが王のもの。
これが世の
I mean, that's looking like Kamugi, man. It's over for you, Puff. It's over for you.
要はまだ他に何
But
か
I love this shit.
痛みが引かぬ。いつもいた場所はどこだ。
今は崩れて跡形もなく。
残ったところを見てみるか。
は、何か記憶の手がかりになるようなものが見つかるかもしれません。
Gungi!
軍旗の番や駒が
They are not far from the palace, man.
記憶を呼び起こす鍵に。
Priority immediately changed. Pito, oh, it's time.
あそこだ。行くぞ。
Oh shit, that's where Kite is. This is like the best period of the whole show. Like these last like 6 episodes I've watched, and it's gonna get better. Oh, it's made so much of the slow parts worth it, man. And I've talked about it a lot. A lot of people have mentioned it throughout this arc, but dude, this is the stuff that I'm here to see. Alrighty, so we're gonna spend a lot of time talking about the king and specifically Puff as well. Mostly the king. Here's where my head's at already. So the king has lost a lot of his short-term memory, okay? He doesn't remember a lot about the fight, Netero, Kamugi, but he knows something's there, and that's Kamugi, that he's still missing. I keep thinking about what Pito was saying, about why Kamugi is so important. And this is why I was saying, you know, you have Yuppie, and then you have Puff, and then you have Pito. Pito, in that moment, when the king told her to heal Kamugi, could feel how much the king cared about Kamugi, how much the king needed her. That's why Pito says later on, Kamugi is so important because she is a big part of why the king is the way he is. And I'm pretty sure she said something about Kamugi is also going to be a big part in who the king is going to be. And maybe that's what's happening now. There's a whole lot of other stuff that you still got to go into about the whole ant side of him and this whole pinnacle of evolution talk. But it's like the human side of him, right? At the start of his fight with Netero, you know, the narrator's like, I'm pretty sure it was something like the two sides can't exist. Maybe the human side is coming out a little bit more now. The narrator also said last episode that did the explosion do something to the king? No, this is also the king. This is the other side of the king, perhaps. There was that image, like the king over the world. It was like the blue side and the red side. Like, I could very easily just, you know, sit back and just watch what unfolds. But this is stuff I really like in these shows that make me ask the questions and like wonder what's going on. The king is just such an unbelievably well-written character, and he's so interesting because he's just come into existence. He thinks he knows who he is and what he's meant to do. Then Kamugi comes into the picture and he's all confused. He walked into that room to kill Kamugi that one time and he couldn't do it. He saw her in pain and his initial reaction was like to help her. And I also think his experience with Netero here as well, like Netero showing him that some humans are just so unbelievably strong. Like Netero essentially at this point in my mind was the pinnacle of human strength, of Nen power. That's what the king said as well, right? Not that the king like really knows. He could tell how much work Netero had put in. The king's not been around for that long though. But it seems like Netero was the strongest human in this show. Meruem is the strongest being in this show, without a doubt. So between Netero and Kamugi, and I also think the king like realizing that Netero like had him in checkmate the whole time. I still think there's a lot the king still needs to remember about that in the present. But I think that combined with everything he's experienced with Kamugi is really shaping like the human side of him, or like making that side of him come out. And Netero said to him, look, you know, don't count out the humans, like limitless potential for evolution. And that's what the king's been talking about. But he's saying as an ant, they have to use the humans to reach this pinnacle. Like the humans are just a stepping stone for them. This is where my head is going with this. So physically, can we beat the king? Dude, there is no way. With Netero Gon, there is no way, right? Unless like Gon goes through some absolutely crazy stuff with Pito here and he becomes like that strong or something. Like, I don't know how that could happen. How Gon could get to like Netero's level and then beyond off one interaction. Because who else is there, man? Like, I don't know, there's Killua and the Zoldyx. I just don't see it. But because we're paying so much attention to what the king's going through mentally, how much he's changing, I think Komugi is just ultimately the key to whatever the end goal is here. Whether it's defeating the king, stopping the king, changing the king, it's gotta be Komugi. Is the king going to realize? I think even Puff betraying the king like this, the king's gonna find that out and Puff's gonna suffer for it. That might also be a big point for the king. Oh, it's so interesting to think about. So Puff, real quick, look, when I say like Puff, Yuppie, Pito, I'm saying Puff's up here, like he has his image of what he wants the king to be, you know, and he's very, you know, concrete about it. He's trying to like brainwash the king a little bit right here. Like, look at all these people that we have that we're, you know, going to do the selection for. This is what you were meant to do. Because Puff has seen that Komugi is changing the king. You know, he's trying to just get rid of Komugi, of that whole part of the king, maybe start again and get the image that he wants of himself and the king, you know, ruling the world, which he's not going to get because the king, he's got the image of Komugi in his head and that's all going to come back and Puff's going to be gone. To me, it's like Yuppie is like the neutral, like he's just happy to be here. And I love that when Yuppie told the truth to the king about him sparing Knuckle and how he got over, you know, the APR and everything, and that he spared Moral as well. He knows about Meliaron. The king was like, homie, all I asked is that you tell me the truth. You know, we are all connected now, like body and soul. You can't hide the truth from me. I respect you for telling the truth to me. And where we're heading is to get past those, like, I guess flaws he's referring to them as, like emotional, like instability or emotional attachment that Yuppie has. He's like, where we're going, like we're going to get past that, like that whole ego side of the humans. But for me, I'm just like, Yuppie's just there. And I love in that moment, like Yuppie saw the king use his power, which was dope, by the way. APR is just indestructible. And Yuppie's like, oh my god, that's awesome. My power was not meant for me, it was meant for the king. It doesn't seem like Yuppie's too fussed about what the king decides to do. He's just happy to be there, that the king's using his power, keeping him around, respects him for telling the truth. And then from being in that moment of bliss, from the king using his power, it's immediately like backflipped on by the king going, hang on, you let Knuckle live kind of thing. But we get past that, but that was a cool moment. And then I say Pito because she seems to be leaning towards who the king is going to become because of Komugi. That's why she, you know, she knows she needs to keep Komugi alive for the king. I really need to start calling him MERUEM now, don't I? So overall, for me, it's like Puff wants MERUEM to be the king that he was born to be, that he was originally going to be. Yuppie is just happy to be there, to be a part of the king, be useful to the king, and whatever the king decides to do, that's cool. Pito is now looking at who the king is going to become because of how he's changing. It's like she feels like that's more important, which is really interesting if you want to go super deep into it, because when we see Pito, she is a demon. She kills Kite. We have this view of her, and it's like with the king changing here, it's like Pito's going to change as well. I could be going like way too deep with things, and we have this whole Gon and Pito Kite situation that's about to happen, so we'll see. But this is the stuff that I really enjoy. I'm so like impressed that I can sit down and the show has put me in a position where I can just talk about the king and the guards like this. Like these are characters we've only known for part of this arc, not even the whole arc. We've got characters that have been here for the whole show. Gon, Killua, Netero, and I'm sitting here talking about the king and the guards. It's fantastic. So to be honest, without really going back through episode 128 that much, that's where I'm at. I really, in hindsight, I really enjoyed the sequence of Puff and Yuppie like healing the king. I knew the king, there was no way MERUEM. I knew there was no way MERUEM was going to be dead. It's just how, and this makes perfect sense. You know, he consumes people's auras, and that whole sequence was insane. Very Hisoka. Yuppie and Puff just like, oh my god, the king thinks we are the greatest things he's ever experienced. It's just wild. And now they're linked. Like, I really like that. The king's even stronger. He's using like, you know, wings that Puff and Yuppie both have. He's using Yuppie's power. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, episode 129, look, I've talked about just about everything at this point already. But what we get from episode 129 is, you know, the squad getting involved, the homies. And I mentioned during the episode, I love how much they're playing around who knows what. They've done this a lot throughout this show, but it's become really evident lately. Like Puff is trying to get rid of Komugi, you know, for his own agenda. He's got no idea why Killua has Komugi, where Pito and Gon have gone, why Killua, you know, why they all want to keep Komugi alive. And on the other hand, like Killua has absolutely no idea why Puff has gone after Komugi, why he wants to kill Komugi. Like isn't this someone that was important to the king? It's so interesting, but I think a lot of it is just like a moot point, because I feel like the king's just going to pull up. He's going to see Komugi and it's going to be over. Like, I think Puff's just going to die somehow. I don't know what's going to become of Yuppie. We got to see Godspeed Killua again, man. Look, I'm just a happy guy, man. One of my favorite things in the show, if not my actual favorite. But I like the plan the homies came up with. Like, let's figure out like what's important to Puff. We know Puff is here. The king is coming. What's important to them? Is it like, you know, trying to get back at Knuckle and Meliaron, you know? Or is it Komugi? And they found out that it is in fact Komugi. But perhaps they're connecting what Puff is thinking is important here to what the king is, when this is Puff's own agenda. So like there's so many things going on. I'm really excited for people to be on the same page. And Puff did have a good plan against Komugi. You know, use the words because it's worked. Because Komugi still has no idea what's going on. Like to Komugi, Meruem is like her anchor in this situation, right? She's just been playing Gungi the whole time. She had a Nen awakening and she knows Puff was in the room. That's it. So it's not crazy at all for Komugi to think that Killua was like trying to kidnap her. Komugi's got no idea what's going on. Killua's got no idea what's going on. Even Puff, no one has any idea what's going on, man. There are so many different things. But I think through that, I'm kind of ready to go into the next few episodes because we left off with Gon and Pito pulling up to where they're holding Kite. This is something I'm very, very, very interested in. Gon's just a completely different character, like throughout this whole experience, man. I think this is going to be really defining stuff for Hunter x Hunter. Pito is still the most interesting guard to me, even though Puff and Yuppie, especially Puff lately, have just gone through so much development. Pito, with the way she was introduced to the show, killing Kite and what she's meant to Gon, and now seeing Pito change as well, Gon's experience through this whole situation, the way he's carrying himself, he's by himself, man. Like this is, Killer was not here. Like that's the thing. Killua was not going to be here to stop Gon. It's always been Pito. When Pito took Kite's arm, Gon lost his shit, Killua stopped him. Gon's pulled up with Killua to confront Pito. Gon's lost his shit, Killua stopped him. It's just Gon. Like, I don't know if we have any homies here. Oh, maybe, I've got a good feeling Colt's gonna be here as well. With the other thing that the queen gave birth to. Who else? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be anyone important enough to be able to stop Gon though. But I'm still operating under the assumption that Kite can't be saved. That's just what makes sense to me. We're going to see. And Pito's so interesting as well. Like she knows she can't do anything to Gon because Palm's going to know. And in Pito's mind, that means Komugi's gone and that means disaster for the king and oh god. Anyway, that was a big discussion. That was just a massive like tangent, but I just want to see what happens next, man. That's where I'm at. So I'm going to go into the next 2 episodes now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know, I always appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next episodes of Hunter x Hunter.